Joe Biden has dropped out of the next U.S. presidential election, leaving a gap open for a new Democratic candidate. Prior to Biden's announcement made on Sunday, July 31, no sitting first-term president has ever decided to not run for re-election so close to the actual election date, November 5, 2024. His decline of a party nomination has also left his predecessor very little time to campaign for victory, a second political first. The normal runtime for a candidate is 2 years, and this increases if they are not the incumbent, or the person currently sitting in the position that is up for election. Runners must first be voted in as a party's nominee through primary election campaigning, then again in the general election. That's a long time to tour the country, build up name recognition outside your home state, and crucially rally endorsements and donors. Whoever comes after Joe Biden has a month to win the nomination, then 3 months to win the presidency, reports The Mirror. To do it in that kind of time would take someone the public already know, and know well. Someone with the backing of the Democratic Party's establishment figures, and someone who can raise money, fast. It's possible one of the many senators and members of Congress who've been eyeing up the Oval Office might have a tilt at a surprise nomination at next month's convention in Chicago. But in reality, it's almost certainly going to be one of 2 women. And one of them isn't all that likely. Kamala Harris, the Vice President, and former First Lady Michelle Obama. Here's why, and what's likely to happen next. How does the Democratic Party's nomination process work? The Democrats need to officially name their nominee to be U.S. President at their national convention, which will run from August 19 to 22 in Chicago. It had been due to be a coronation for Mr. Biden, but now becomes an open contest, where nearly 4,700 delegates will pick a new standard-bearer to take on Donald Trump. Mr. Biden won nearly all of the state primaries and caucuses earlier this year, but some 3,800 Biden delegates now become free agents. Party rules don't allow him to order them to back another candidate, but his endorsement of Ms. Harris will hold sway. What will happen at the convention? Democrats technically start with an open convention, but in reality, Mr. Biden's endorsement now shifts the burden on Ms. Harris to solidify support among the delegates who backed him, plus party leaders, certain elected officials and former presidents and vice presidents. Could anyone challenge Kamala Harris? For the first hour or so after President Biden's announcement, it seemed exceptionally unlikely that anyone would challenge the sitting vice president for the nomination. She has a running start. Before Mr. Biden announced his decision, Democrats has floated California Gov. Gavin Newsom and Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer as potential contenders, alongside Ms. Harris. But there is support for Ms. Harris as the first woman, first black woman and first person of South Asian descent to hold national office. The importance of black voters, especially black women, would make it risky for the party to overlook her for a white nominee. Mr. Newsom and Ms. Whitmer, who are both white, would have to consider whether to challenge Ms. Harris or support her with an eye on a future presidential tilt. And then Terry's endorsements. Straight out of the gate, Joe Biden gave Ms. Harris his backing to run in his place. And Terry's few things as powerful for a candidate as a presidential endorsement. So when the Clintons came out behind Ms. Harris a few minutes later, it seemed almost inevitable she had it sewn up. All that was left would be for the Obamas to row in behind, and anyone challenging her for the nomination would suddenly look extremely brave. And then the Obamas didn't endorse her. Not yet, anyway. Tech Deal of the Week. If you need a new vacuum, then look no further than Amazon's Prime Day sale from July 16th to 17th. The sale has just dropped the price of the brand's handheld cordless vacuum cleaner to just £50.99, down from £79. Named as an Amazon Choice product, the compact hoover is made for smaller areas that require a more detailed clean. The cordless cleaner includes 3 attachments for various hoovering concerns. They consist of a motorized pet tool for pesky runaway hairs, a dusting brush and a crevice tool to tackle hard-to-reach areas. It also boasts an impressive 10-minute of full run time on a full charge, while its dustbin easily empties with a single touch of a button. Even better, buyers who register their hoover with Shark will get a 2-year guarantee to help cover breakages. The Shark handheld cordless vacuum cleaner has earned a solid 4.6 out of 5-star overall rating through over 5,000 Amazon shopping reviews. Buyers have praised its compact size, powerful suction and long run time. One 5-star review said, "I love this nifty product. With 2 dogs in the house, there is always pet hair everywhere. But with this lightweight vacuum, cleaning becomes so easy and satisfying. The suction on this thing is great and has me wishing for a longer handle to clean floors." The runtime says 10 minutes, but it actually lasts about 15 minutes with a full charge. I highly recommend. Visit Amazon here to nab the Shark handheld cordless vacuum cleaner for £50.99. Is Michelle Obama going to run? Former President Barack Obama said in a statement, "We will be navigating uncharted waters in the days ahead. But I have extraordinary confidence that the leaders of our party will be able to create a process from which an outstanding nominee emerges." He went on, "For now, Michelle and I just want to express our love and gratitude to Joe and Jill for leading us so ably and courageously during these perilous times, and for their commitment to the ideals of freedom and equality that this country was founded on. For now." Join the Daily Record WhatsApp community. Get the latest news sent straight to your messages by joining our WhatsApp community today. You'll receive daily updates on breaking news as well as the top headlines across Scotland. No one will be able to see who is signed up, and no one can send messages except the Daily Record team. All you have to do is click here if you're on mobile, select Join Community and you're in. If you're on a desktop, simply scan the QR code above with your phone and click Join Community. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out anytime you like. To leave our community, click on the name at the top of your screen and choose Exit Group. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice. It's possible the Obama's endorsement will follow in the next 24 hours. But its absence from the former president's lengthy statement leaves a window of possibility that wife Michelle Obama might be considering her own run. On one hand, Mr. Obama has previously said, "There are 3 things that are certain in life: death, taxes, and Michelle is not running for president." And she's, so far, never expressed publicly any ambitions to run the country. But she's said to be the one possible replacement for Joe Biden that Donald Trump is really afraid of. Republican Senator Kevin Cramer of North Dakota told New York Magazine last week, "I don't think I'd be revealing any sort of polling secrets if I said Michelle Obama would probably be the one person that could step in and keep the party united and probably provide a little bit of a moving start because of her obvious notoriety." And in an Ipsos poll earlier this month, Mrs. Obama was the only possible replacement candidate who would beat Mr. Trump head-to-head if she was on the ticket as an alternative to Joe Biden. She polled at 50% against the Donald, who scored just 39%. The same poll put Ms. Harris on 42% to Mr. Trump's 43%, while Mr. Biden polled 40% to Mr. Trump's 40%, a dead heat. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.